going on, bro?
I smoked my first blunt off Daniel Payne at 16, the good old days. My nigga C-Head rolled it tight, it was me, wasn't no dank, man. Never did I think, man, that I grew up to be a king. Smoking on the best weed and Cali under palm trees. With the baddest women, remember when they never checked for me. Then I ran my checkup, they won't let up.
Shit, bro, just try to make it. I see you making a lot of moves.
Passed out from the heat, I bust my head, them hoes that came my way. My nigga hands smoke the best weed and keep some piece of lean. Pour it in lemonade, jolly rappers know we don't need. Smoking Drake and hit me through them days when I ain't had no G. Breaking down the QP, the slang and get you through the week. Just to eat, God forgive me, let my niggas rest in peace. The ones that never made it to the pit house to light up with me. Do that just for anybody who done never felt pain. I done came a long way from smoking blunts off there you pain. Recollections of life where I begun to show the first signs of music and love. Daddy played all kinds of records, watched the little boy cut off. No, it wasn't Jackson Street and Gary.
What's going on, Mo?
1032, 48th Street, where my years later he got scared and killing me was wrong. Realizing that my bros get as much as they could and take me away.
Yo, what's the deal?
You know, different week, same bullshit.
Yeah, man. It is that time, brother, and we are back with it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's midweek vibe. We're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, dog.
So for the newcomers, for our regular misfits, first timers, last timers, whoever, welcome to Midweek Vibe. I am Cole Bain. This is Draper Winston here.
It's your boy Draper Winston. What's up, everybody? What's going on?
And to let everybody know, the soundtrack that you're hearing in the background, you know me, I like to play music that ain't nobody fucking heard.
Ain't nobody ever heard before. Nobody's ever heard.
So this is an artist by the name of Daniel Payne.
Nice.
And if you want to cop that, the album is entitled Purple Onion.
Wow, Purple Onion. That's a dope name.
Exactly. First off, it drew me to it. It drew me to it because of the Brian McKnight sample.
Oh.
That's what drew me to the song. But once he started rapping, I was like, is this Big Crit? He sound just like Big Crit.
Whoa. I like Big Crit. I like Big Crit a lot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Big Crit a lot. Yeah. Big Crit is dope, man. Big Crit is dope.
He is.
Hell yeah.
So how your week going so far, bro?
Man, you know what, man? My weeks are getting much better, man. Man, I'm not saying that, everything has really died down as far as everything that's been going on. But, what I am saying is, things are going good. Things are going good. Things are going well. I'm excited about everything that's going on. Man, I'm excited about all the stuff that's happening across the country and things that are going on. And there's changes being made. That's the biggest thing. So I think that we're headed in the right direction as a country and as a people. We're headed in the right direction. So I think we're doing well. But my week's been well, man. How about yours?
Week is great, actually. I won't say it was a little bit of, mental cloudiness, but there were some things that I was baffled on how to maneuver through.
Yeah.
Woke up one morning and was like, that's it. God damn it, let's go. And once that light bulb go off, everything starts to fall in place.
It's a done deal. Absolutely.
But side note, why the fuck we look like we color coordinated?
Bro, so all right. So you got on the black hat, right? You got on the black hat and the gray tank.
Yeah.
And I got on the black tank and the gray hat. So
exactly.
So for everybody that's watching, when we have our production meetings and we talk to each other, say, hey, let's do a thing. So with it being summer and everything like that, we decided, hey, it's summertime, so let's throw on the tanks. Summer Madness is the name of this episode. We're throwing on the tanks. It is summertime. And any of you ladies out there in summer dresses, sundresses.
Listen, if you're I'm the single one. If you're in the sundress, send me a picture.
Tag him. Tag
me. Tag me. Because you know what? Because I'm actually mad. I'm actually mad about this whole quarantine shit because it took sundress season away from us. They had look. The ladies had their gray sweat season. They saw us in the gray sets or whatever. But as soon as I can look, hold on, look how the field goal kickers do. As soon as I can pick up the grass and I can feel that breeze and the sun, COVID hit. COVID hit. So ladies, yes, I need all sundress.
Hey, but they were still in, even when COVID hit, we were still in gray sweatpants season. So they got away with being able to get an extended period of time of gray sweatpants season.
Especially because we haven't left the house. So that's all you're wearing around the house. That's all you're wearing.
That's it. That's it.
That is all of it. Yo, shout out to DJ Kevio. What's good, bro?
What's up, DJ Kevio? What's going on? Shout out to Worldwide Exposure. And I got mine going on. I got my IG Live going on as well. So we got it going on all over the place, man.
Hey, let's get it. So, do you want to start? Look, you want to start out with the idiot in chief?
Yeah, let's start out. All right, we're gonna start our show with our political update. So this week, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. The past few weeks have been kind of, in your face, kind of been, right there. That's what we've been on. We've been on our Black Panther type vibe, but we're gonna start getting back to the original of what Midweek Vibe was about. But we're still gonna give you a political update. That's everything that we got going on. Okay.
But I promise you, I'll make it as petty as possible.
Yeah, it will be. Believe us. The petty is going to be there.
And speaking of petty, the idiot in chief. Now, backstory for those who've been living up under a rock. This past weekend, he had his first rally. Yes, his first rally in a good while since the good old COVID hit. Correct. And the idiot in chief is pretty petty himself. And he kind of chose to make his first rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh my God!
For those who've been listening for the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and what it represents. Black Wall Street in 1921. I ain't got to go through all the particulars because you should know by now. But he chose to have it on June 19th, which was Friday. And if you've been living up on the rock, and you don't know what Juneteenth is, let me give you a little quick first SAT word.
Please give it to him.
Synopsis. So, Juneteenth is the last day that the slaves in Texas were freed. Not Emancipation Proclamation, this, that, the other. This was 2 years after the fact. 2 years after the fact here in Texas, because there wasn't an army presence here in Texas, so there was nobody to enforce it. So yeah, my black asses was still in captivity. Second SAT word. I'm on a roll already.
Man.
Captivity. Second SAT word. We were still in captivity 2 years after the fact. So, yes.
Correct.
He decided to have his rally on Juneteenth. Now, we have such a huge presence right now, and we about to ride out. His cabinet kind of told him, hey, you might want to change that date. So he moved it to the 20th. But it's two parts. First off, they were up under the impression that they were going to have over 1 million people there.
Oh, please get to this. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. Please get there. Yes.
They were under the impression that they were going to have 1 million people there. But lo and behold, the TikTok, look, they family now. They're family. I still won't download the shit and I still won't do it, but they're family now. The TikTok community took a page out of 50 Cent's book.
Oh my gosh.
So the younger generation who is TikTok, shout out to Yaya, miss TikTok.
What's up, Yaya?
But TikTok users called in and was reserving 60, 80, 100 seats at a time. So yeah, Trump and his whole cabinet was on CNN and all the news outlets talking about that they were going to have over 1 million people.
Oh my gosh.
The fire marshal tallied it and said, drum roll, please. 6 million looked a lot like 6,200. Bruh, listen.
but listen, Cole, that had to be one of the most brilliant things I have ever saw and read in my life. When I saw that they did that, I literally hit the floor laughing, right? So there's pictures out there that show, what it looks like when they're doing the rally and everything. When I'm looking at these pictures, man, and I see all this space and everything like that, I'm like, that was one of the most brilliant things I have ever seen by anybody.
Listen, when you have to look, because he planned on giving the speech outside.
Right.
If you've ever been to a black church, then you know the next word that I'm about to say. Yeah. Overflow.
The overflow.
So he was about to speak. He wanted to speak to the overflow first outside. And even said that they were going to take over the convention center next door, but he was supposed to speak. Listen, you saw the videos of them taking down the banners, moving the rails, taking the podium off the stage, all of it.
Hey, it was one of those things, right, when somebody having a show and ain't nobody show up, and they're like, hey, can y'all come down here? Come fill up this section right here. Section right here. Cameras, y'all come on this side so we can go this way. That's what we want right there.
If people miss the 50 Cent reference, okay, so Ja Rule had a concert last year. And 50 Cent bought up, he went on Groupon and bought up the first 200 the first 200 tickets. So he took up like the first 5 or 6 rows of the concert. So whenever they did videos and pictures, it looked like nobody came to the goddamn show.
Which is beautiful. Now, a lot of people may laugh at 50 Cent and they may laugh at what he do and the stuff he did. But man, 50 Cent is a brilliant dude.
He is.
Man, he's one of the most pettiest, brilliant dudes that I have ever met or seen in my life, man. Some of the stuff, he's the king of petty.
50 is the pettiest of all time. Shout out to Queens. Queens in the building. But the second thing the idiot in chief did. Now, everybody knows, all of 2020 and starting back in what they say is October of 2019, COVID ran rampant.
Yes.
around the world.
Yes.
Now, since they've opened the world back up, numbers have shot up, cases have shot up, deaths have shot up, especially here. Look, Texas, sit your ass down.
Stay home,
Sit
Texas.
your,
If you're in
especially
Texas,
listen.
stay home.
I'm a Houston boy. Houston, sit your ass down.
Stay home. If
They,
you're in Texas, stay home. You
they
know
said
that.
Houston by if probably in another month is going to be probably the epicenter of COVID. That's how many cases are sprouting up. But your idiot in chief, you see, I've transitioned from the mayonnaise persuasion to the idiot in chief.
Just idiot in chief. That's probably the best description that he needs to have right now.
Yes, but
Thus going forward.
so you can tell you fucked up when your own followers don't even cheer for the shit you saying.
Listen,
So he gets up. So he gets up on the podium and he says, the numbers are, skyrocketing and they're out of whack. And I told the doctors, stop testing and the numbers won't go up. Huh? The fuck you just say?
you said, he said, we have a high number of cases because we are testing the most people in the world.
We're testing too much.
Too much.
If we stop testing, the numbers won't go up.
They won't go up if you stop testing. If you stop testing, you won't go up.
And his crowd was like, whoa.
Like,
whoa. That's where we draw the line, buddy.
So you say I can even see them looking back like, hey, we said what? He said we tested too much.
Hey, Donald, you crossed the line, buddy. You crossed the line, Donald.
Don, DJ, hey, DJ, so much. It's a little much, dude.
Oh my God.
But
yeah.
here's I want to. So I'm gonna take it back to a point that you made. So he did his rally on June 19th, moved it to the 20th, right?
Yes.
So I just got word a couple days ago that his next rally is going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. I think June 27th, right? June 27th. And so a similar event happened in Jacksonville, Florida, that happened in Tulsa, and he's having his rally the same day as that event happened. And so as I was doing my further research for the show, I was like, well, who in his camp is telling him, because he's not smart enough to do this.
Uncle Ben?
Yeah, he's nowhere near smart enough to do this.
Uncle Ben is telling him all this shit.
Ben got to be telling him, like, hey, man, it's a couple of holidays that's going on, man. I think you'd be good if we do them here.
If you want the black vote,
if you want the black vote and you want it to be great,
this is what you do.
If you want to go to the cookout, this is what you need to do.
He will never be invited to the cookout.
No, at all. It has gotten so bad, bro. They don't even want to vote for him.
I take that back. There's one cookout that he will be invited to, and that's to the two black chicks with the side wigs that was up on the podium.
They canceled them chicks.
Bruh, no.
They canceled them.
Those were the same two chicks from 2016.
Yeah, they canceled them.
Up there looking like Dina and them in Dreamgirls in the dressing room. What are we gonna do? Hey, guys, turn your wig around.
Turn your wig. Yeah, man. I just, it's a lot going on. But there's changes being made. We at least got, for Breonna's case, Breonna Taylor, we at least got one officer fired.
Yeah.
Which is sad that we're saying that that's progress, but we have to take it in steps.
I mean, yeah, but I mean that's a little bit ridiculous. Just like now, the case in Atlanta, you know, we'll call it the Wendy's case.
The Wendy's case.
The Wendy's case. Speaking of that, the lady that set Wendy's on fire, she was arrested.
Good.
And obviously we know the cop that shot has been charged with, capital murder with the death penalty on. And just a brief update. We're moving along.
Yeah.
His partner that was on the scene is supposed to testify.
Wow. Is he gonna testify against him?
That's what's supposed to happen, but I mean, I never trust that side of it.
You never do. Because they're still trying to figure out George's killer and see if they even arrested the right person there. So it's it's hard to figure out, are they doing the right thing? Are they going to do the right thing? With all that stuff that's going on.
Listen, let's just hope he don't end up dead. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
But all right, let's move. Speaking of a lot of things that was going on, recently this past, obviously we had Juneteenth, and let me just say this. I was Friday years old when I found out that we had a Juneteenth flag.
Let's you want to rewind that back for me?
There's a flag that we're supposed to fly, and no, it's not the African flag, no, it's not the Kenya flag, Ghana, not like none of that. There's an actual Juneteenth flag that we're supposed to fly.
Like I'm right now years old that
Yes.
I'm learning that.
And
right now, I'm just learning that.
We'll post it on Midweek Vibes after the show. But yes, and it is red, white, and blue. Yes. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, shout out to my sister. My sister put it on her page, and I was like, okay, what is this? I need this on a hoodie, and I need it on a hat. I need it.
Oh, flag.
Yes, a flag.
Bro. Okay. This is
and mind you, listen, I come from damn near a militant family. And so we celebrate Juneteenth every year, have a little kickback, or, we grill out this, that, and the third, or, go out with friends, we celebrate. I've never seen this flag.
Like I said, brother.
Green perfume
right now,
years old. Exactly.
Right now, years old, just not learning that. In all my years of celebrating Juneteenth, right? And all the barbecues and the cookouts and the kickbacks I done been to, I have not seen that flag flown. Not one place.
Never. And see, look, DJ Kevio said yes. My sister, shoe with the knowledge. Exactly. Because I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait. Shoe. Look, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. My sister's in the building, shoe with the knowledge and the knowledge of the flag, which we are enlightening people. Third SAT word, enlighten. We're enlightening people right now of that. So listen, once we post it tonight, go out and get it. You can fly it whenever because your black ass is free.
And it's your damn house. If you want to fly that flag,
right.
Listen, if we keep our Christmas trees up until the middle of June, we can keep the flag up and going, okay? We keep Christmas trees up and Christmas lights, so therefore we can keep this flag up and going, okay?
I got a couple of people that keep that shit up so long. They always ask that question. Should I just keep it up? I mean, Christmas is like 5 weeks away. Yeah.
Just keep just keep the tree up. Just keep the tree up.
Yes. But this past weekend was Father's Day.
Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers that are out there.
Round of applause. Shout out to every father.
Shout out to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day to y'all. Belated Father's Day or whatnot.
Yes. And, I want to throw it to you because, I mean, different dynamics. You are a father. You are a father. So how was your Father's Day? Did you get any gifts? Did you,
Man, actually, my Father's Day was amazing, actually. I had a great Father's Day. My wife surprised me with breakfast in bed. My kids came in, jumped on me. We hung out all day. and they made me a cute little video, saying, "Daddy, I love you. Thank you for everything you've done for us and everything." And so, and then one of my prize possessions, what I was able to get is I'm a music lover, and I was able to get a record player that plays 45s and albums on it. And it was amazing. I turned that thing on, plugged it up, and I was jamming at least till 2, 3 in the morning.
Listen, if people are paying attention right now to what he just said, my birthday is coming up in a few months. Hint. Yes. I mean, I can text you different vinyls to get me, and yes, I want a record player. But
it's awesome. It is awesome, man. I've been jamming it. I found Michael Jackson Thriller. I was listening to the Isley Brothers. Man, I turned that thing up and just jammed. And this is what surprised me the most and what I was so happy about. If you've ever listened to a 45 album, right, or true record, if you've ever listened to one, you know about the crackle.
Oh, I was just about to say that.
Man, you know about the crackle right before it comes on. You know about the crackle right before that song hits and that song drops.
Either before it comes on, or if you've been in the groove and you done fell asleep and it crackle at the end because it keeps going back and forth.
I love it, man. Hell, I'm gonna jam it tonight. So I've been jamming it all day. So I can honestly say, man, I had a great Father's Day.
Okay.
I had a great Father's Day. So I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it over. All right. So the dynamic is different on your end, right? You don't have any kids. Okay.
No,
you don't have any kids. So
that we know of.
That's on paper that we know.
Joking, people. I'm joking.
This is jokes, y'all. Stay focused. This is jokes. All right, this is all jokes. Okay. So, you not being a father, right? But you not being a father, do you ever get the pressure? Do you ever get the pressure from other people? Telling you need to have kids. What are you doing with your life? Do you want kids? What is your response to that? So,
as far as the family goes, growing up, and I am the youngest. I am the youngest. So I would all my siblings are married with children, with kids. And so I always joke around and say, look, I'm the Mike Lowry of the group. But so my mother and aunts and even my grandmother used to always, so when are you gonna give us a grandchild? When are you gonna give us a niece and nephew? When are you gonna give me a great grandchild? And I used to play the trick, especially with my mother. I used to pick my phone up and I'd be like, listen, if a grandchild is what you really want, I can go to this phone and get you one right now. And so she was like, look, my sister in here talking about hurry with the babies.
Hurry up with the babies. Don't you rush that man.
No. I said it on Father's Day, and I'm gonna say it now. God damn it. This is last Father's Day, and I'm on this side of the fence. I'm shooting somebody's club up. God damn it. I'm shooting somebody's club up. You good? Look. Green Perfume said, you good, kids are overrated.
She said Green Perfume's always be coming with the comments. I love when she jump on. She always comes with the comments.
So, and look, as I've gotten older, the family has backed off a little bit. Yeah. Because they know that I want kids. They know that I want a wife. They know I want kids. My brother-in-law said, shoot it up, bro.
Shoot it up, bro.
I am. Look. Shoot. But okay, so there were a couple times where I was bald a little time. Mm-hmm. My sister has 4.
Okay.
My oldest sister has 2, and then my brother had one 6 years ago. So we had one, and my mother got to keep my nephew and move along. I was like, yo, I'm good. Ain't no questions coming. Ain't no questions coming. Ain't none of that. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm solid.
But the youngest nephew is 6 years old now, so it's like, okay, all right, okay, all right. And I'm like, look, hey, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Working on it. Working on it. Yeah, I'm working. So
Give
as far
him
as
some time. Give him some time and let him enjoy, because I got kids. I have kids like we've established earlier. And listen, I love my kids with my heart, and all that stuff like that. But your life changes when you have kids. It changes. And for men or women, your life changes. The way that you used to move, the way that you used to, go about doing things. You're not only just working and putting things in place for yourself. You got some other mouths that you got to feed, that you got to take care of. And listen, them little motherfuckers want shit all the time. Okay? All the time. And you like, is the shit going in? No. My daddy is on here right now. And I still ask him for shit. So
listen, hey, I've been blessed enough to have a lot of nieces and nephews, and I do have, and this speaks to like the messages that I get on Father's Day, because I am a godfather. I have two goddaughters, and actually it's funny because like I just got off the phone, and I have another life insurance policy that I have now, and I'm sitting up like, all right, okay, I need my guy girls, info, so I can put them on life insurance policies and this and the other. So like I work through it, but I always get I still get the Happy Father's Day, and I be looking like I ain't no father, like I ain't no daddy. And they always hit me with the, but you're a godfather and you're an uncle.
And you're an uncle.
Hold on. And then they always hit me with this. Don't worry, black man. We see you out here being a positive role model. This bitch. Listen. I get it.
They trying to hand you some kids.
I get it. If you just want me to babysit your kids, just say it. I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you no. But at least you ask. And I always have, it's a tradition. I always have one friend. Shout out to Jamil, J Tuck. Jamil calls me every Father's Day. He calls me. And it's always the same conversation. Yo, what's good? Shit, chilling. And I tell him, like, Happy Father's Day, bro. He was like, thank you, man. And then he always goes to, man, damn, you made it another year. It's always the bruh. I don't understand. He's like, I don't understand how you did it. But you made it another year.
I gotta call Tuckett. I gotta mess with him about that, dog. That's a true bro statement right there. Like, say, bro, it's like a birthday, bro. You made it another year, dog.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell y'all how I made it. I go through the general pop line, and I pay that cover charge. I don't go through VIP. I don't shoot up the club. I go general admission. There you have it. That's the key to it.
I gotta go to Gen Admin. So,
yes.
Man, happy Father's Day again to all the fathers out there. Oh my gosh.
And I want to ask you. So you start to hint on it in reference to like the kids and how much demand, and how demanding it is, and how it changes your entire life.
Right.
I say that. I was about to say total, but so how was that? How has that dynamic with you and your wife been, as far as like getting your routine down, learning your kids and how to co-parent and this and the third?
It's a true testament and act of teamwork. because it's busy before all the COVID stuff happened. You know, I had a lot of things going on, being an actor, being a teacher, coach, a whole lot of stuff, author, a whole bunch of things going on that that caused me to be away from the house often. And so I also had time to, you know, pick up my kids at certain times when I had that time off. But it's truly it's a thing of true teamwork, and she got to really truly understand, you know, like how you operate, move. Luckily, like I say, we're together. We have our kids, and she holds it down when I'm out making moves, making the money for the house, you know, to do all that stuff. So, you know, as a guy, there's a sacrifice, because the sacrifice is, yeah, I'm working, I'm providing, I'm out there, I'm hustling, grinding, whatever, doing this and that. But the sacrifice is I don't have a whole lot of time that I have to be intentional about the time that I spend with my kids. So it's that, you know, when I get home, before COVID hit, when I get home, it's their time. It's their time. I have to put the energy into them the same way that I put my energy into my work when I'm on set, when I'm writing, whatever. I have to put that same energy into them when they get home. And when I get home, oh, they let me know that daddy's home. It's moment I come through the door, daddy, I want some juice and snacks and stuff like that. I want some fruit snacks and a juice box, you know. So now that COVID is hit, and since we've been home, and so work has kind of come in the house.
Yeah.
We've been having to, you know, whenever I do the show, you know, she takes the kids off so that they don't come running in and interrupting the show and stuff like that. So it's a true testament of teamwork that I applaud her and I appreciate her for, so that I'm able to do this and, you know, not only make my dream happen, but make it happen to where I can provide for my kids too. So,
and I'm glad you hinted on like your side of it, because obviously this weekend, Red Table Talk, Jada had her whole conversation with Will, and they start talking about different aspects of parenting and his failures, her failures, and how they came together and how they, you know, they were working. But it was one part in particular that stuck out to me, and he was talking about, or she asked him a certain question, and I want to play it real quick. And start a dialogue with women and men. Listen, say how you feel. Go in. Because
listen in, please. Listen in, y'all. We're gonna read your comments and we're gonna talk about it. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
How do you think we can help fathers feel better about their fathering?
I think there are a couple of cultural roadblocks to fathering. In the Black community specifically, fathering has been somewhat assaulted, and there have been historical and systemic hurdles to African American fatherhood.
Yeah.
And attempts to dismantle it. Systemically, there's a touchy area to talk about, and I'm not relinquishing the responsibility. Let me say first and foremost, if you have kids, take care of your kids, do whatever you have to do as a man to father your children.
Right.
Now, with that said, there's a necessity that mothers make room for fathers. Mothers have the kids. They're yours. They're yours. It's hard. I can't get them from you.
Yeah.
You know.
You own that.
I get you. You own them.
It.
Those are your kids. They came from your body. They're yours.
Right.
I can't father if you don't make room for me and you don't support me.
It's true.
And you have to make room for me in my imperfections. You can't say you're going to make room for me if I get perfect, because I'm not perfect and I'm not going to get perfect.
It never will be. That's right.
And I've had both situations. And, you know, it feels very true for me that motherhood is the doorway to successful fatherhood. Yeah.
Okay. That was a handful. That was a handful.
That's a lot.
And and the part I want to hit on or get into is the part when he's saying mothers have to make room for the fathers to actually father. Okay, look, Green Profuse said that's pretty accurate.
I
You
I
know,
want to understand as y'all comment, because you say that's pretty accurate. You say he's right. I would like to hear an example of what you ladies think of that. What does that look like? You know, what does that look like? As we talk about it, just throw it in the comments, but what does that look like? So go ahead, Cole.
all right. So what the angle that I look at it, I look at this in this like the single parenting aspect. Because I mean, we can talk about, and I make a post every Father's Day to those mothers who make it a point on Father's Day to come up and say, I'm the mother and the father. Whether that your daddy ain't here. I'm blah blah blah. Yeah, of course, the father's not in the house. Y'all are not together. But you cannot use your child against that father.
Mm-hmm.
That and I'm talking in the single aspect. Now I want like the married people to chime in about your dynamic in the household. But with the single parenting, he later went on to say, because Will was married once upon a time, and
Correct.
he did, he has divorce or whatnot. He mentioned one part in saying that, you know, basically I'm on the mother's time. I get the child when you want to relinquish the child. It's every other weekend. During the week, you got the kids. You're doing certain things, this and the other. So as a single father coming, I have to get in where I fit in. That's me. That's from that aspect that I thought that he was talking about.
Yes. Well, from what I took from it was a twofold, because like he said, he's dealt with both situations. He's been married before, has some children by another lady, and then he has children by his current wife, who was Jada. What I got from that was that the female goes through so much in from the pregnancy to the delivery
Yeah,
of the whole physical aspect of it, right? The whole
yeah,
physical aspect of a woman giving birth, and that is probably one of the strongest things that I've ever witnessed in my life. And to see the pain that women go through for that entire 9 months, and then for however long, there's some women that are in labor as long as 36 hours, a few days or whatnot, and that is just painful within itself.
yeah,
And so I think from that standpoint, that's what I think he was saying about the child is the woman's, because when that child is in that body, in the woman's body, is being fed by the woman, it's
uh-huh,
growing by the woman, and the choices that woman makes during that 9 months, right, is going to dictate the health of that baby. It's going to dictate the health of that baby. So I think that's what he meant from that standpoint. Now, push forward to the birth after the child is born. Older, whatever. When he says that, it's at that point, it becomes a mutual thing. It
yeah,
becomes a mutual thing when that child is born, right? When that child is born, it becomes a mutual thing. Yes, correct, Green Profuse. I was actually just about to point that. When couples split up, more than likely, most of the time, the child is going to go with the mother.
the mother.
More
Yeah,
than likely, the mother is going to be the custodial parent. And
uh-huh,
there's the rare few cases that the father is the custodial parent. There's some few cases where the father says, you know what, I'm going to take the child.
she got to be cracked out
Oh, oh,
on her deathbed, all that for the
oh man, it doesn't take a lot for a father to get it, but it does take some very careful planning and the
Yeah.
right things by the father to say the right things to be able to do that, right?
Yeah.
Because just to be honest, you and me, we both know women are more of the nurturers.
Yeah.
They just have a nurturing, ability. They just have that nurturing trait that most men don't have and don't carry, or we have to learn it as we grow our kids, And so I think at that point, like, somebody said in the comments, the kids become a mutual thing. Don't use that kid as a pawn to try to get back at the father, right? If y'all come to an agreement that said that it is your visitation time, then if that father is there when he's supposed to be there, then allow that child to be with that father. Now, if that father is abusing that child and some things like that, do what you need to do. Put some stuff in place to make sure that your child is safe. But if you're sending your child with a normal guy and everything is fine, then by all means, let him have his child. Don't try to run that guy through the child.
I know, and that's what I totally agree. And I look at a lot of different cases that I see, know personally,
Right.
see on the news, see on TV, see out and about or whatnot. And it's like, and it's really crazy. It's really crazy to me because obviously mothers are the nurturers. They are the protectors.
Correct.
But in a lot of cases, I feel like these mothers, you're protecting your kid unintentionally. You're protecting your kid from the father.
Correct.
From the father. Listen, and I always look, and as far as the single parent thing go, I always I had to tell a couple homeboys and whatnot, listen, don't say shit to the kid. Don't say nothing to them.
Right.
Because when they get older, they will, kids are not stupid. They're not dumb. They know the difference. And so they will understand how you treating them compared to how the mother's treating them, or
Absolutely.
what they're even if it's just love, if it's all love that they're getting over there, and the mother's talking down, or even if the father's talking down on and the mother's bigging them up, this and the other, they're gonna see. But in order to co-parent, just like y'all are coexisting in a marriage, this and the other, you have to get out of way and get out of each other's way and find a balance. You have
Correct.
to.
Yep. Correct. Because the child sees the conflict. The child feels the conflict. If there's conflict, and it's okay. It is okay. Parents do not have to be together to effectively co-parent. Okay? Parents do not. The mother and father does not have to be together to effectively co-parent. It can work. It can work if two people decide, what's best interest is this child, is the mental health of this child, because that's a big thing now. The mental health of this child, this child gets raised in two loving homes, then everything will be fine. So there's nothing, parents don't have to be together to raise a child effectively.
And that's what get me. A lot of y'all figured out in y'all adult life that when your parents said only 5 more years to be out here, they wasn't really talking about you leaving the house. They were talking about 5 more years I gotta put up with your mother's bullshit.
That's
5 more years I gotta put up with your daddy.
That is it.
Because as soon as you go off to college, we gone.
It's like the mountain has moved. The everything is opened up now when that happens. So dudes be going through it. Now I'm not saying mothers don't go through it either, because I've experienced some women that are fighting some uphill battles.
Yeah,
with
it's
some
a lot
guys
of them. It's a lot of them.
That which for me is weird, and it may be a stereotype, because I don't think that guys are more of the the survivor. I don't think that a man should try to, just as a woman, I think it's worse when a man tries to use the kid against the woman. I think it's worse. I think that makes him look weak. I think it makes him look soft. That's just my humble opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel about it.
As we call it, that's a whole move.
Exactly.
Cause now, I mean, and let's be honest. Let's be honest about it. 9 times out of 10, we don't want the kid every day.
No, listen. It's not to be mean. It's not to be. It's not to be mean. It's not to bash you women or be like, listen. We need our time and our space. Listen. All right. So I'm gonna tell you a story because of that. So now my wife may laugh at me, but since we've been home, I go to the bathroom at least 4 times a day. I go to the bathroom at least 4 times a day. Not necessarily because I need to use the bathroom. I just need to hide for about 10 minutes so that I can get myself together. Man, when you got kids that keep running, like I got little ones. She's 7, and then I got a 3-year-old, a 3-year-old boy. And that boy is about as active as I am.
He is.
So he wakes up, right? He wakes up at 6:30, 7 o'clock every morning. And he is on full tilt until about 3 o'clock where he lays his own ass down, right? That's a full work day.
It is.
Okay? That's a full work day. And so he's asking, can I get a fruit snack? Can I get some chips? Can I get this? Can I get that? And I was like, all right, any parent that is on here, this is one of your favorite phrases. Give me a minute. That is our favorite phrase. Give me a minute. And that minute does not mean 60 seconds.
No.
By no means. That minute really means when I get the strength to stand my ass up. Get the strength to stand my ass up to finally go and get what it is that you asked for. That's what it is.
Look, you got that, and then of course they always come back because we've all done it. They always come back and ask again, like you don't forgot or whatever. Right. And that next statement is, "You get the hell out of my face."
Get the hell out of my face. You didn't ask me the same question 7 times in a row. I heard you the first time.
Exactly. I said I was gonna get up in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, did you ask your mother? Yes. Or where is your mama? Where is your mama?
What's your mother say?
Listen, my daughter has pulled that trick on me before. She's pulled that trick on me before. And so she wanted some cookies. And she comes to me and she said, "Hey, Daddy, can you go get me some cookies out the pantry?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I can get some cookies, you know." And so as I'm getting the cookies and I'm literally opening the cookies to give to my daughter, my wife comes out the guest bathroom and she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm getting some cookies for our daughter." Like, first of all, like, who is you taking this tone with? Who is you taking this tone with? Like, I personally getting some cookies for our daughter. So she turns to my daughter, "Didn't I tell you that you couldn't have no cookies? I told you couldn't have any cookies." And my daughter looks at me, right? She's 7. She looks at me and she says, "Daddy, aren't you the king of the house?"
Oh shit.
I said, "Yeah, I am." You know, so as a man, you feel like you got to hold your ground.
Yeah, look now Mufasa got to come out, goddammit.
I'm like, "Yes, baby, I am the king of the house." But did the queen of the house say that you can have? Because my wife is still standing there. She's still standing there listening. So I can't say the wrong thing. And it doesn't look good if you go against your wife or your partner or whatever like that in front of the child. You got to have some sort of, camaraderie. So I said, yeah. But what did the queen of the house tell you about these here cookies? She said I couldn't have any. I said, well, as I fold the cookies back up, I said, well, the queen of the house said you couldn't have any. And as the king, I am making the executive decision to not give you these cookies. And so I put the cookies away and I go back. My wife goes to the store. I go get the cookies, give her the cookies. While I go to the store, I go give her the cookies. Yeah. So she still ended up with the cookies. It was just after everything was done.
Oh my God. Look, hey, listen. Now, for those who are just coming in, shout out to T West.
T West, what's up?
Look, I do not have any kids, but I have a gang of nieces and nephews. So I got hip to the game pretty early. Pretty early. Now, look, now my nephews, we cool. When they were younger, we cool, played around this and the other. But my nieces, especially my youngest niece,
man, it's the girls.
Listen, everything that I used to grab to eat, I used to go to my sister's crib. Look, she's standing right beside the tray like this. Hey, look, I take the first couple bites. Look, not even paying attention to her. She's still like this, like, nigga, you just gonna ignore me?
So you don't see me?
No, so look, here you go. So I give her some, and then like, all the rest of them come over there. But they used to try to throw me into the fire a couple times when they asked, hey uncle, can I have this? Look, that first time I look around to see if my sister and my brother-in-law was looking. But after that first time, it was without even hesitation. I'd be looking at it like this. Hey uncle, can we have some? What your mama say? Come on, quick. Hey, what's your daddy say?
What's your daddy say? What's your mama say?
And they always get that response like, hey.
They know they're wrong.
They're wrong. They be like, dang. Like, exactly. Gotta get the hell on. Try to get me in trouble.
Be wrong. Everybody out there with kids, y'all understand the plight that any adult deals with, whether you're a mother, a father, an aunt, an uncle. You deal with the plight of these little crumb snatchers. They're smart. They've gotten smarter. And they know what to do.
They do. They know exactly what to do.
Yeah, they do.
But hey, you already know the drill. It's about that time. About to log out, log back in.
Hour number 2.
Listen. Go tell a friend to join because we got some more petty shit to talk about.
More petty shit for hour number 2. Oh my gosh.
All right, people. Let's go.
See y'all in a minute.